This is Shade Hoolix, and welcome back to episode 2 of our playthrough of OOTP 25 and our team, the St. Louis Cardinals. We are on the day before opening day for the Cardinals. There have been a couple of games already played. Um, the Dodgers and the Padres, I do believe, played 2 games last week over in Korea, and I believe the Dodgers won both of those games. Yep, Dodgers started out 2-0, Padres 0-2. Since our last episode, I've done a couple of things, and the draft pool has also been released, which is why you see some shortlisted players performing well and struggling right here, because I have shortlisted a bunch of uh, talent that I deem to be at least draftable. Whether or not I do draft them, I have no idea right now. But we'll go through that here in just a second. But first, let's talk about the couple of moves that I made off camera, and that was just some personnel. Um, I fired the scouting director and the team trainer, and I hired R.J. Harrison, who is good majors, excellent minor, excellent international, excellent scouting amateurs, highly favors tools. I like highly favors tools. From what I've read, you'll get more uh, swings and misses with a highly favors tools guy, but you'll also get your kids that will really turn out to be superstars. Whereas if you're, what is a highly favorability, I think it is, you get a lot less misses, but a lot less home runs also. And then the other person I hired was a team trainer, Rick Jameson. Um, I hire him every single year that he is available, uh, mainly because he is legendary, prevent arm injuries, and good or better in everything else. And so I've done that. And because of those 2 hires and firings, I now am down to just under $1.5 million of total money available. All right, so let's go look at the top prospects. Uh, um, all right, top prospect as far as, let me change this to Rick Harrison, R.J. Harrison. Connor Griffin, high school senior right fielder, elite bat, above average BABIP and I, and average potential for avoid Ks, gap power. Uh, Above average outfielder, could play some center field. Looks like his home is left field. Actually, his home is right field. Sorry. And with that arm, I would definitely play him in right field. Uh, has high work ethic, loyalty, adaptability. Um, Next highest rated or potential rated, PJ Morlando. Um, I actually am not a big fan of this guy. Um, he could play, he's 6'3". I mean, he could play some left field maybe, some first base. I would not play him at catcher, though. Um, but, plus power, above average eye, other things. Not somebody I would probably draft. Um, let's look at, oh, I can't look at that from here. Highest rated college player, Malcolm Moore, catcher, um, average catcher, plus bad if it develops. Already 40 power though, that's not bad. Um, Strikes out a lot though. Pretty good eye. He's not going to chase a ton. but not sure I would look at drafting him or not. And then Travis Bazzana, yeah, he's got a above average eye, gap power, and BABIP, average contact, power, void gaze, run of the mill infielder, second baseman. I tend to second base. I want my turn to do double play to be higher than this. So I don't know about this guy. Bonus domain of 8.5. That's a lot, or seems like it. And then who else we got over here? Who's the best college pitcher? Here we go. One of these two guys. Above average fastball, slider, curveball. Decent control, decent stamina. But it's kind of a quick look at the draft pool. We will look deeper into that as we get closer to the draft, and I find out who my scout thinks. Once he did some better scouting done on these guys. So let's look at. Let's go to. Speaking of scouting, let's set up scouting. Scout accuracy is not very high. And ability potential is at least, it already says that. Let's start with 55. How many people are there? 18. Let's change that to 50. 31. And request a scouting report. All right. So there are the two things that have happened. So let's get this season underway and see how we do. Let's actually watch this. Let's say finish today. I'll turn that off eventually. Let's look at a couple of these guys real quick. Vince Honeycutt, number one rated player defensively. He'd be good defensively. Offensively, not so much. All right. So let's play this game. I believe we have Kyle Gibson on the mound, and they are countering with Bobby Miller, Victor Scott, Goldie, Jordan Walker, Nolan Gorman, Contreras, Carpenter, Arenado, Burleson, Wynn. And start game. I will not play a bunch of games. I generally do not play games, but we'll play this first one. And Victor Scott grounds out to first base. Goldie takes a hit by pitch, goes down to first base, brings up Jordan Walker. Walker drives the ball out to right field for a fly out. And out number 2. Brings up Nolan Gorman. Nolan Gorman has a ton of power.
Strike 3.
Strike 3. Ball gets away. And he beats it to first. Brings up Wilson Contreras. Puts him on first and second. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball. We're going to say no. Bases loaded for Matt Carpenter.
Strike 3.
And he's striking. Mookie Betts is leadoff man. Mason Wynn throws it over to first. Gets the out. Ground out. 6-3. Next batter is James Outman. Walking on a full count. Brings up Freddie Freeman. And on a full count, we walk him also. That's not good. Brings up Shohei Ohtani with runners on first and second. And we got him to pop out infield fly to Mason Wynn. Brings up Will Smith. Runners on first and second. We're already up to 22 pitches, I believe it is. Ground ball to Arenado, and we get out of the inning. Worked around the 2 walks. Brings up Arenado. And he gets a base hit to center. Alec Burleson is now up. And on first. And strike 3 looking. Mason Wynn, the rookie.
Strike 3.
Strikes out. The lineup flips over back to Victor Scott the second. And he strikes out. I believe that was a striking out of the side. That brings up Gavin Lux from the bottom of the second. Teoscar Hernandez grounds out to short. Mason Wynn with the throw across the diamond. Mason Wynn does have a dynamite arm. We got Max Muncy. He's a Cardinal killer. He's going to fly out to left. So I believe that's Alec Burleson out there on the left. With a put out. Goldie. He's 0 for 0 with a hit by pitch. And he takes a walk. 4-pitch walk. Brings up Jordan Walker. Walker strikes out. I don't know how many strikeouts it is for Miller, but that feels like a lot. 6 already. Nolan Gorman. Round into a... Nope, not a double play. Advances the runner to second for Wilson Contreras. And Contreras grounds out hitting the end. So moving to the bottom of the third. And Hayward grounds out to our second baseman, who is Nolan Gorman. Brings up Mookie Betts, top of the lineup. See what we can do. Flies out to Victor Scott. Brings up James Outman, who strikes out. So far, so good. Pitcher's duel. So going into the top of the fourth, Bobby Miller is up, or pitching with Matt Carpenter up. He takes strike number 3. Bobby Miller is dealing 7 strikeouts for 3 1/3. Arenado softly hit to the second baseman. Throws it over to first for the out. 2 outs. And Alec Burleson steps up. And he strikes out swinging. Cardinals are not getting good wood on the ball. Alright, Freddie Freeman is up now. We're at almost 50 pitches. Grounds out to second. Here's the second pitch. And Shohei back up. Goes down swinging. 2 outs in the top of the fourth. No, bottom of the fourth, sorry. Victor Scott makes the play out in center field. So that brings us to the top of the fifth. Still no score. Mason Wind in the top of the lineup. Mason hits that deep right field, but the tires Energizer Bunny. Interesting. Victor Scott II is up now.
Strike 3.
And he strikes out. Brings up Goldie, has 2 walks on the day. And this time he grounds out to third to end the top of the fifth. Gibson goes back out for the bottom of the fifth. He's got 60 pitches. And Gavin Lutz is up to bat. Lutz ground out to second. 4-3 for the putout. This time, Menendez flies out to right. And Kyle Gibson is still pitching well, 66 pitches. And I said that a little too quickly. He's up a double to center field. Max Muncy doing what he does best. Brings up Jason Hayward. And he draws a walk. Back to the top of the lineup, Mookie Betts. Kyle Gibson gets him to pop out to Nolan Arenado to retire the side. Bobby Miller comes back out for the top of the 6th inning. And Jordan Walker is going to ground out to the third baseman. Gorman takes strike 3. Has 10 strikeouts for Bobby Miller on the day. Brings up Wilson Contreras. Is that hit number 2? No. Fly out to center. Now we go to the bottom of the 6th. Gibson is at 66, 70, 77 pitches. So let's start warming up. Man, I wish these were in order. How many wins? 7. Let's get Peter Chubb and JoJo. Alvin is up. Oh, he lines one over the top of the first baseman's head. What do I want to do here? I'm at 79 pitches. Let's keep going. This may have been a mistake. Yep. First, third. With Shohei up. With business now. Are they warm? I don't know how to tell if they're warm or not, to be honest. Let's see if he can get out of this. Nolan Gorman cuts him down at the plate. Now Will Smith up. We can get a double play ball here. We get out of the field. 6, 4, 3 for the double play. Kyle Gibson gets out of it. That was big. And they go to a reliever. Now I know how to know if they're ready or not. So we got lefty, righty, righty, lefty. We're going to set him down for now. And we're going to Kitteridge, maybe. Carpenter's up against Matt Gage. Glad to see Bobby Miller out of the game. Arenado. And round out the third. This has just not been a very pretty game, I don't believe. Not Wilson. Alec Burleson's batting. And he puts a charge into one over the center fielder's head, and he gets a double. That brings up, I believe, Mason Wynn and a new pitcher, Ryan Brazier. Mason Wynn can have a little magic in him right here. He hits it sharply, but it's right after that. So into the bottom of the seventh. We're going to see if we can get a couple more pitches out of it. Alright. And let's get JoJo back up. Six, 4, 3, double play. Great job, Kittredge. Down ball to Goldie at first. And it was 3-1 for the putout. Alright, Victor Scott. Let's try to bump for a hit here. Dang it. Oh, and he gets a base hit. Alright, Victor Scott has tons of speed. So we are going to take a pitch. Strike. Oh, an error in the outfield. Second and third, nobody out for Jordan Walker. Need a fly ball here. That is not a fly ball. That is not getting the job done there. Nolan Gorman, new pitcher in the game. Alex Garcia, lefty. Let's see, who do we have on the bench here? A bunch of lefties. Man. Nolan Gorman with a 3-run bomb. 451 feet. Trying to do a replay there, but I don't remember how to do that, so we won't do it. I have JoJo getting ready, is that right? Alright, Wilson Contreras is up, and he drives one into left field. The left fielder makes a good play on it. It's 2 outs in the top of the 8th for Matt Carpenter. And he flies out to center field to end the inning. Cardinals score 3 in the top of the 8th. Hayward Fitz, Outman. Let's go to the lefty. Alright. JoJo is in. And Hayward grounds out to Arenado for the first out in the bottom of the 8th. Mookie Betts is now up. And we're going to walk him. Brings up James Outman. And he's going to fly out. Lazy fly ball to left field, where Alec Burleson makes the play. And that reminds me, I need to put Ciani. How do I want to do this? Yeah, put Ciani in for Burleson for defensive purposes. And Freddie Freeman is up. He's going to ground to Nolan Gorman over to Goldie for the third out of the inning. And we're going to head to the top of the 9th inning with the Cardinals enjoying a 3-0 lead. And let's get up Ryan Helsley. See if we can add on here. Arenado with a base hit into left field. It's his first base hit of the year, I believe. Yep, well, no. He was 1 for 3, so he's now 2 for. Alright, Ciani, we're going to kind of bunt for a base hit. Good bunt. Does not get a base hit, but he moves Arenado to second. And Mason Wynn. And Wynn drives the ball into the gap. Sorry, folks, I didn't realize I had pushed the mute button. And so I have been talking since I plugged up my headset, which is when I stopped talking. Um, but that is the end of our first game. And so let's leave this game and go ahead and advance the day. Let me set up, now I don't remember how to do that. All right, I'm going to cut this right here because I'm going to go figure out how to configure my screen over here. Okay, we're going to pick back up in June 1st. I have just recorded the beginning of May video and the beginning of June video and went back to check to make sure they were good. And I did not start the screen capturing on it. And so I did all that talking with no actual video. So let me catch you back up for June, or for May and June, or April and May. Let's just go here. Let's go to the team stats real quick. So, in March, we didn't get off to a great start. All right, 10-2 in March. We went 10-16 in April and 16-11 in May. We were one game below 500. We actually were doing really well up until the last 4 games. I dropped 3 out of 4 at the end of May. April, we were pretty good until the end of the month, where we dropped the last 5. So I guess the end of the month is just not good for us. We've had a ton of comings and goings on the injured list. This is Carlson's 3rd. He's on a rehab assignment, right? Yeah. This is his 3rd injury already this year. So he was back for, I think, like 1 or 2 days in the majors after the strained shoulder. He tore his thumb ligament and he's on a rehab assignment and had elbow inflammation. And so it's already 3 for him. I don't even know if does he have an at bat this year? He has 2 plate appearances. So he can't stay well. But other than him, the rest of our major league players are back, I believe. It looks like, yeah. So Sonny Gray has come back and he has struggled. We have 1 pitcher under a 5 ERA of our starters. They're just not doing well whatsoever. Kyle Gibson, last 5 games, he's given up 11, 14, 17 runs the last 5 games. Lance Lynn gave up 7 runs in his last outing. Before that, he wasn't doing bad. Steven Matz, pitching is just not good for us. Sonny Gray, giving up 16 runs in his last 3 outings. Miles Michaelis, also just terrible. Ryan Helsley has actually been pretty good. Gave up 1 run to the Cubs on the 25th and got a loss because of that. But his last 4 games other than that, no runs. Still got a negative R WAR for the season, but Gallegos is doing well. No runs in his last 5 games. Right now, 183 ERA plus, 38 FIP minus. JoJo, not doing great, but um, it's he gives up 5 runs in a game, 3 runs in a game, 3 runs in a game, you know, and then he'll go 2 1/3 with no runs. So if this continues, I'm gonna have to make a decision to probably move him down or something. Ryan Fernandez, um, not great, but also not not great. Kenyon Middleton, since coming back from injury, done pretty well. 357 ERA plus in just 15 innings. Gave up just giving up 2 runs since coming back off injury. Um, Andre Palante, not doing bad at all. ERA's been under 4 the whole year. It's ticked up here lately. Gave up 4 runs in the last 2 games, but Matthew Liberatore, not great. Been a little bit susceptible to the long ball lately. Um, but league average. Fit minus is not league average, but ERA plus is. And then Andrew Kittredge, he's been pretty good so far. 2 earned runs in the last 8 outings. So, that's not bad. Before that, he gave up 3. And then before that, he'd only given up 2 runs all season before that. So, he actually went the first 8 appearances without giving up a run. So, so far so good for him. He's a free agent at the end of this year. And hitting wise, Contreras is leading the way hitting 275, 145 OPS plus. Goldie 135, 311. Arenado 132, 294. They're doing well. Tommy Edmondson's coming back. He's been, I think, the catalyst to our offense. I believe he has the spark plug, like he's a spark plug. I don't know where you look at that at, but I think that's what he is, a spark plug, and he has been a spark plug for us. It's coming back. Mason Wynn, like if you look at it right here, doesn't look great, but he's hitting lefties really well. But if you look at his splits, May was a lot better than April. So, maybe he's trying to trend in the right direction. But what he's really out there for is this right here, fielding 4.6. He's a great defender. Jordan Walker, struggling man. Did not have a great month. 252, 292 on base percentage. That's just not great. Only walked 2.7% of the time this month. So, Victor Scott, not hitting great at all. It's much better versus righties than lefties. Um, but fielding wise, center field, he has a 6.5 zone rating right now. Not bad. Matt Carpenter sent me a message. He is not happy with his playing time. Well, man, when you're the worst hitter on the team, I'm sorry. It is what it is. Let's look at, oh, this is what I was going to look at. Player development, right? Oh, wrong one. Player development, Palante, improved movement, overall potential improved. Nolan Gorman, hey, got a little faster. Power went down a little bit, potential power at least. Base of win, nothing but greens. Overall's up to 50, potential's up to 55. Uh, I've seen Sims where he gets up to 75. He has good work ethic. Yep. Connor Thomas, AAA. Dakota Roby, one of our top prospects. Potential goes up, current control goes up. That's good. Potential rating goes from 40 to 45. He could turn out to be a number 5 starter. How's he doing this year? A plus is not great. Other guys, I just can't pay him that much money. I'm not gonna be able to do that. And so now let's look at the draft pool. So I told you all earlier that I have a spreadsheet that I use to help me evaluate. So first let's do this. All right, so according to my scout, Connor Griffin has the highest potential. Above average bat, power high, BABIP. Above average outfielder. Pretty good work ethic, adaptability, and loyalty. No negative traits. You come over here, and so this right here. So this gives a value. It runs a bunch of calculations on a variety of stuff. It says this kid, Chase Mobley. Let's find Chase Mobley. I think that's how you spell his name. Nope. B-L-E-Y. Chase Mobley. You got plus stuff, average movement, average BABIP, average control. You got a plus changeup if it develops. And then average fastball, average slider, above average curveball. Maybe. Vance Honeycutt. He was the number 1 rated prospect as far as OSA is concerned. Although they've only got him as a potential 50. Above average power for a center fielder, not bad at all. He's going to strike out a lot though. But he's got elite defense. Hagen Smith, he's a pitcher out of Arkansas. What's his ratings? 50. Hagen Smith. Hagen Smith. And these actually are not all of the um, draft prospects. We'll look at that in just a second. But so Hagen Smith, 4 pitches, all 4 are better than average. Fastball, slider, curveball better than average with a plus changeup that is already very well developed. Like it's already a good changeup, above average changeup already. So as I was saying, um, this isn't all the draft prospects, and so I only pull draft prospects that are not um, low intelligence, work ethic, or leader ability. They are not fragile and they are not wrecked as far as injury proneness goes. And so this is not all the draft prospects. So there are if I go over here to the mock draft, Charlie Condone. They say he's going to go number 1 overall. If I search over here, I don't have him on my draft board. And so there will be some people that I miss out on just because, and he's the low leader, because I don't want that on my team. So here's Charlie Condone. He's a 6'6" right fielder from the University of Georgia. Potential to have above average bat, above average BABIP. Decent outfielder. I would move him to left field if I had him. TP Wentworth. He is somebody that's on my, pretty sure. Yep. He's 104, ranked 140th. Expected to be picked about 80th. They say he's going number 2. Yep. Pretty average right fielder. Would not play right field for me. With that height, would be a first baseman. Once again, pretty average. He's also could be a pretty average pitcher though. So, maybe that's why he's rated so high. He's a fly ball pitcher, does not throw real hard. So, Travis Bazana, he is a 29th ranked player. Expected to be picked about number 7. Second base. I would not like to have him at second base. I like to turn to play a little better than that. But that's going to be a pretty good bat if he develops. Vance Honeycutt, already talked about him. Connor Griffin, above average power, eye, BABIP, good outfield range. Could play center field, would probably play right field for me if I had him. He's a high school senior. So they say I'm going to take Malcolm Moore. Decent blocking, average blocking framing, below average arm for a catcher. Power bat, like a plus power. Strikes out a lot though. I like to go defensive on my catchers, and so I probably wouldn't take him there. First pitcher that is on the board, Trey. Average everything if he develops. Kind of above average fastball and curveball, average slider and changeup. Good personality still. JJ Weatherholt, second baseman. A lot of second basemen up here at the top. Above average contact, avoid Ks, above average I. Get on base a lot. A little below average power, but second base, you're not looking for power anyways. It's out of West Virginia. But another kid that just not going to be a great second baseman. He can play left field. Could definitely play left field. So that may be what I would do with him, is move him to left field if I drafted him. Mike Sirota, let's just look at the top 10 players for right now. Above average contact, above average void Ks for a center fielder. A Swiss Army knife, right? Would rather not have him in center field. Not that he wouldn't be able to play center field. He can also play third base with that arm. So, man, yeah, that'd be somebody to look at right there. And then Brady Montgomery, be the last one to take a look at. Plus arm, the outfield, right fielder. Above average power. Average I, below average K, avoid Ks, below average contact. Let's look at Jack Haglion. This was my number one in my San Antonio Defenders series. He was my number one pick, number one overall. Did not pan out. Ended up stalling out in. He made AAA, but then got sent back down to AA. And that's where he's going to probably finish, unless he has a miraculous improvement. But anyways, this guy has light tower power in real life. All-time home run leader for University of Florida. He's got above average power ratings to Major League Baseball. Above average BABIP. Strikes out a little bit too much. He's a first baseman. He's also a pitcher. He, average stuff pitcher wise. Above average fastball, plus curveball, average changeup that's already very well developed. But with only 3 pitches, are you going to be a starter? I don't know. All right, so that's the top 10 as far as mock draft goes. And we will go ahead and say goodbye for now. And I will get me through the next month and check in.